Ruby. Hi, baby. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good spot. Wind ain't blowing, and she's been laying downhill from him. I've been watching in the camera when that one works. Doing all right. Nobody in here is doing anything. Nobody in the feed barn's doing anything. And that one, I don't know if you heard it a minute ago. Little, seems like we have, it must be a family string. I don't know. Because that's a younger cow. I think that's a 3-year-old. She just did it again. They talk to their babies while they're still in them. That's one of Mama's new cows. And that right there is a heifer with a string. Yellow tag's all I can tell you. But that's definitely a clear mucus string. Which I've mentioned it before. Clear, that happens at any time. Caramel colored, you're within 2 days. Caramel colored is the plug coming out. So, but with heifers, God only knows. So, I will have to make sure and keep an eye on her. If she's keeping an eye on me, aren't you? Well, we know it's not that yellow tag, right? If I knew what her number was, I could probably tell you what her number is. I know that one of these girls is due this month. I think the rest are all February. So, I'm going to go to bed. Probably wake up here in a couple hours and come out and do this again. And today, it was about the time, by the way, this is Monday, about the time I put the video up, Becky gets a phone call from Maury. Where's Ty? And I'm thinking, oh shit, there's a wreck between here and their place and he hasn't seen her. No, that wasn't the case. He was track spread in the driveway somewhere and went to clean out the back of the truck. And when they track spread, he's got a rubber flap that they put in the middle of the tailgate so it'll track spread. I don't know how it happened, but his thumb doesn't look real good. The end bone is apparently a bunch of little pieces caught about where my fingernail is there and tore that in the nail. Doctor sewed it back together and said, I'm going to send you to a specialist to see if he wants to do anything more than I've done. On the plus side, he's right-handed. It's his left thumb. And in the funny scheme of things, Becky sent the picture to her brother, and her brother sends her a picture, well, 3 pictures back, of a thumb that got in a fight with a saw. Becky's brother's other brother-in-law yesterday didn't grab the push block to push a piece through a saw. It goes kind of like that across his nail. The cut stopped about there. He's all sewn up and bandaged up too. And his bone in the end of his thumb is just a whole bunch of little tiny pieces. And they basically said, well, there's nothing we can do. We can't do surgery on it because all they're little tiny pieces. All we can do is wrap you up and hope they stick themselves back together. So anyway, hoping both of them end up healing up well. I mean, you know, I know there's a few of you out there that got some digits that are a little short. Both of those are cases where that might be the better option. I don't know. I can still count to 10 without taking my shoes off. That's all I can tell you. There's been quite a few times, though, I didn't think I was going to keep counting that high. Anyway, I'm going to bed. See y'all in the morning. You're looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? camera didn't want to turn on. He was. He's gonna stay there. He was standing right there looking at her. And when I tried to turn my camera on, he did a little hoppy jumpy down to there. Now he's just checking out the head gate. But he's bouncing around this morning. Boomer says good morning. Minnie says good morning. 111J says good morning. Hey, 241 even. We got the whole gang here. And 125. So, get my feeding done. And I think I overheard something about Blakely's going to end up out here, but I don't know. Because I guess Ty's got to take Maury into a plastic surgeon, so I'm assuming it's one that knows his stuff about shattered bone. I don't know. But Becky's got to go get her shot this morning, her allergy shot. Morning, girls. What? Good morning. Yeah, you're not one I usually get close to. Are you? You're not going to let... I got more in the way that would have been able to touch her. So, let's see what the day brings. Oh yeah, Ty and her bullshit. It's going to be 24 degrees in the morning. It's 34 degrees now. It was 34 degrees when I went in last night. It was 36 degrees at 10:30. It was 34 degrees at 1:30. A quarter after 3, it was 36 degrees. So, yeah, I made sure and shut everything off and drained it for absolutely nothing. That kind of just... Why can't they get half-assed close on their guesses? Yeah, sorry I'm spinning you around. I'm just... Start the Tuesday morning out right? Start out right. I feed the dogs every morning. Then move on. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. I mean, I've already got too much on this video. But Red says, look at me, look at me. I look like a homeless dog. And Rainey says, look at me. I'm going to slide in here and eat. Look who came to see me after all. I don't see a Maury in the car, though.
God, no.
God, no. So, we got a Blakely and a TT. I don't know how far from there. And we got puppies who need to learn when to shut their mouths. Blakely, say good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey. Good morning, everybody.
Happy.
Just gonna shake your head and smile. Hey, look, it's not full of 3 pieces of plywood with junk stacked on top of it. Half of it's over there on the rolly cart. Half of it's on a wheelchair. I got the top 3 rails straightened out and spaced as close to what they were as I can get them. I don't know why they gotta make them just a little tiny bit different spacing. The top is quite a bit different. And the others are a 1/4 inch difference each. Until you get to these two, they're a little too close. They are straighter than they were. This one's pretty good this way, but it's still got to go the other way a ways. Those 3 are straight as can be, really. That one's got 2 different directions to go. But I got to get it down first. Then I can pry it into where I want it. And I thought it was kind of funny. That one was cracked. And that one was cracked. That one there's no crack to it. That one broke almost all the way around. Good man says, well, I tried to help, but all I can do is supervise. Look at that, it's on the floor. I've been jumping up and down on that one. It's pretty close. From what I can tell, I have not gotten down on my hands and knees to look at. It looks like it's probably right on at that point. A little high at this point. That other one, you can see how straight it's not. That's pretty good to there. And the rest is high. And the bottom one, that's a crapshoot anyway. It's bent both directions, but move my blocks around and try to do something with that. Actually, I'm going to go move my blocks around now and put one underneath right there on that second one from the bottom. And jump on it over there and see if it comes out better. Yay. Rebar is welded to the fourth bar, fifth bar down, whatever it is. And my spacing where the rebar is the same as it is once you get out of the radius of the corner. Well, it's where I measured the top one. And the others are measured center to center on down and transferred over. The bottom one, when I moved my block and I got up on it, I didn't have to jump. I didn't have to jump. I'll get over there and show you a little better. I never had the chance to jump on it. So, if I want the gate to last for any length of time at all, change the bottom rail. Now that is what I got to do. I just got to find a piece of material to do it with. I got 10 feet of that that's supposed to go on another feeder at some point, but I need like 16 feet, or damn near 16 feet. Let's see if I got something else around here. A piece of water pipe would be fine. Just makes it a little heavy across the bottom. Or go Home Depot and get more of that. That's actually a little bigger. This is 2-inch on the money on the outside. The other's 2 1/8. Doesn't matter either way. And then what I would probably do is, at least one end I can do it. Oh, this has got a little bend here. This was the hinge end. When they bent this one up, it pulled that in. I can straighten that. I just cut this off and then slip it over it. Weld it on. We will see. A day, they're fighting over what's left in that one tub. I never found anything for that gate. I got another gate I need to take up and put a new bottom on too. That one right there. That's only got a half a bottom on it. I was thinking about looking to see if I might have a donor gate, but those are all lighter. Anyway, what I found laying by that gate. I wish they still used the metal tags. That's our States of brucellosis tag. That's the third one, I think, this year. Stupid idea. Well, anyway, take it into the house, Ty can figure out who it's out of. I mean, not like you can't tell, you go look, but the number on that will correspond to the cow's ear tag number and tattoo number. So if she happens to be missing her ear tag, and there's more than one missing one of those tags, we'll know who it is. Hi, Wally. Oh, I probably should either hook Wally's float back up or at least fill his trough. Hey, cowboy. I don't think I'm shutting any water off today. If those liars can't get any closer than that for temp, you know? It's not like I got to worry about it when it stays that warm. Most of the water here will handle it to 26 degrees, and that 26 degrees can literally be for a full day, not just overnight. Just enough to keep it moving. But theirs is hooked back up. So anyway, feed them, water him, be done for the day. Although I'm still probably going to see if I can find a piece of pipe. I've got some water pipe, but it's the wrong size. and heavier, of course. I do have some galvanized tubing on the top rack, of course, in the shop. 20 footers. Actually, it should be 21 foot, if I recall correctly. So it might work for that gate. I need 15, 4.5, so give or take. Anyway, that was our Tuesday, right? I think this is Tuesday. I don't know what day it is. Mr. Timex ain't gonna tell me. Why? Because the minute hand's over it, but it looks like it says Tuesday. Yeah, see? Anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Maybe I'll get that gate fixed and get it in, and we'll have a place in case we do have a 2-year-old have a calf. Yeah, so I looked, it is Tuesday. I was right. Finger bumped the screen, so that's what stopped the video. Which worked out okay. Got their hay fed, finished feeding grain. And I said, screw it. Went ahead and hooked this one up. I don't have it turned on all the way. Figure, treat those floats like the old ones when they run them like a quarter of the way on. But for the cows, when we get those in there for them, they'll go all the way on. Oh, hey. The resident geese. Anybody wants to know the story on them? The kids were little and we had a pair nest down. They nested over in here somewhere. And we were out there like in March picking up sticks that had floated in, that kind of stuff. They were in, 8 to 12 inch tall grass. And Mommy and Daddy paraded their babies across 10 feet from us, right in front of us, so the kids could see. It was pretty cool that they did that. And we've let them stay because when big flocks come in and want to land and totally destroy the pastures, they'll actually run them off. It's amazing. First couple years they were here, they didn't. But when they realized that every time a big flock landed up in hay fields and I went out with the shotgun and hazed them out of here, that they thought I was after them too for a while, and I'd come by and no, I ain't after you, you're fine, you're not doing anything. But they all but ruined the west hayfield one year. Like we didn't get anything off of it. Between them eating it down to nothing and then they poop on it, you can tell where they poop because it burned it off. It's nothing there. Won't be anything there for 2 or 3 years to speak of. So now the one pair, and I don't know how long geese live. I'm guessing this is probably some of their kids. But they come, they hang around. They'll either be where they are there, or they'll be over here, or they'll be down below the feed barn in a couple different spots. And if a big flock comes in, they'll yell at them. If they don't fly off, they'll fly up and go head on with the one in the lead. It's kind of crazy. But that's what they do, and I don't argue about it. That's why I let them stay here. Anyway, y'all have a great hump day. And I hope y'all had a good Tuesday. Got a couple more things I got to do and then go in and get warmed up. I think it's like 36 degrees. I know. Oh my God, it's 30. Yeah, but it's 36 degrees and 99% humidity. It even feels cold in the shop today, and it's 52 degrees in there. Took a little bit, but I scrounged up enough junk. 2 old U-bolts that had to get cut out when they were removed from whatever they were removed from. 2 pieces of old water pipe. 2 pieces of that crate that I think that's the one that the ditch digger came in. And 2 chain links. I'll show you what they'll do tomorrow. I hope they work like they're supposed to. If they do, Thailand will really appreciate it. If they don't, well, I could be the worst dad in the world. Who knows?